Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel and you're most welcome to another episode of Nevi'a the Storyteller. Today we're going to be looking at the book of Luke chapter 15 from verse 11 to verse 32, and we're going to be focusing on the story of the prodigal son. And no, we're not going to be talking about the prodigal son today. I'm going to allow him to rest in peace, at least for today. Instead, we're going to be focusing on the brother of the prodigal son. Now, I'm sure we all know this story. A man had two sons, and one of his sons asked him to share everything that he had into two and give him his own portion. Wild. Now, the father shared everything and gave his son his own part of the inheritance. The son took the money, went to party, have fun. Okay, chill. I said I was not going to be talking about the prodigal son today. Anyway, he wasted the money and there was famine in the land. It was so bad that he had to beg a farmer to hire him, so he was taking care of pigs. One day he came back to his senses and he realized that even his father's servants don't suffer like this, so he decided to go back home. When he was afar off, his father saw him and ran towards him, hugged him, kissed him. He was so happy to have him back. He instructed the servants to organize a very big party, a celebration, because he said his son that was dead has now been brought back to life. Now, the person we're going to be focusing on, let's call him Mr. Somebody. Now, Mr. Somebody came back from work, noticed that there was a party, and he was worried. What's going on? He called one of the servants, and the servant told him that your brother that was lost has been found, and your father has thrown a big party. In fact, they killed a fattened cow for him. Now, this guy was beyond mad. Let's imagine it. One of your siblings meets your dad and tells him, chill. If you're a Nigerian, don't imagine it because it's not going to end well in your head.
As to the boss.
But let's just imagine that, we are foreigners or our fathers have chill. And then one of your siblings decides to ask your father for his own part or her own part of the inheritance. And your father decides to share his property and then hands over that person's share to the person. Now the person goes out to enjoy life while you're working hard, doing everything that your father will need you to do. You're handling everything properly. Your father does not even have to stress. Your father is so comfortable with you taking charge of everything that he can legit sit down at home and just enjoy his retirement. Now one day, you get back from work. You are honeying at the gate and nobody is opening the door. Then you come down, enter the compound. What's going on? And then the gate man tells you that, that your sister that left, she has come back, and your father decided to throw a party. He has invited everybody. There's a huge celebration inside. And then the biggest car in the house, the car that everybody has been eyeing, the father decided to give it to her as, a welcome gift. You will know how to express those emotions that you're feeling, but it will be mostly anger. Now the father came out and was like, guy, your brother has been found. This guy was dead. Now he has been brought back to life. Come and celebrate with us. But the son cleared his father. He said, Father, I have been here with you all this while, toiling, taking care of your business. I have done everything you asked me to do. I didn't squander your money. I didn't disrespect you to even ask for my own share in the first place. Have you ever celebrated me? No. I was promoted, you didn't celebrate me. I won a contract, you didn't celebrate me. I got a grant, you didn't celebrate me. Now this uncle or this auntie that decided to squander your money came back, and then you not only celebrated him, but you killed the fattened cow. Not just that. What is remaining now? Will it not be shared between me and him? And then the father replied to him, everything that I have now, it belongs to you. Why are you worried? Just come and celebrate with your brother. As a believer, as a Christian, there is no point getting upset when someone that was an unbeliever gives their life to Christ and then begins to climb the ladder, maybe in ministry or whatever, there's no need to get angry or get jealous. We are all a part of the body of Christ. And if one part is not functioning properly, the body will feel it. What would Jesus Christ have you do when an unbeliever becomes a believer and starts doing very well as a believer? What would Jesus Christ have you do? You should be excited. Imagine if you go to the gym and you're trying to build all the muscles that matter. And then, no matter how much you try, those abs will just not form. You're eating right, you're doing everything, but those abs will not form. Even if the other parts look fit, and then the abdomen is pot belly that is there, you won't be happy as a person. So now imagine if you're going to the gym and things are going well, your muscles are being built, you're looking peng. Now that makes more sense, right? The more the merrier. There should be joy when an unbeliever becomes a believer. And when that believer grows in the body of Christ, there should be joy. Now, this son was at work. He was working for his father. The father called people to celebrate his lost son. Even the servants were enjoying themselves. The father did not remember to call that son. I remember a sermon that a mentor of mine preached not long ago. Then he said, doesn't it look fishy that everyone that was important to that man was invited, but that son was not invited? Relationship. You might be doing everything that you need to do, but you're not doing everything that God needs you to do. You may be practicing religion, but are you truly in love with Jesus? The fact that you dress decently, you know the Bible, you can sing every Christian song there is, you go to church every Sunday and Wednesdays, you know you're in a unit in church and your pastor knows you and everybody loves you in church, does not mean that you're pleasing Jesus. Imagine when you get good news, the people that are important to you are the first 10 people you will call. You probably call your parents, your siblings, your spouse, your friends, your closest friends. But this son was not called. He was not informed. He got the news from his servant. He had no clue. I mean, everybody knew where he was because he was doing what he was supposed to be doing, right? In his own mind. So it means that if he was supposed to be on the farm, his father knew that he was at the farm. His father could trust that he would be at the farm. If he was supposed to be in the market, his father could trust that he would be at the market. So it would have been easy for them to send a messenger to get him to come and celebrate with them, right? But he was not called. Now this is the most important lesson there is in this story of the prodigal son's brother. It's easy to say, you've never celebrated me. You've never killed a cow for me, not even the slim ones. You've never killed anything to celebrate my successes. And then this person, this unbeliever, comes from nowhere and we are celebrating him. We need to reassess why we're doing what we're doing as we're working for God. Because the moment you believe, yes, you have the certificate to enter heaven. The moment you believe, you receive the life of Christ. It is stamped. Nobody's going to clean it with eraser. Nobody's going to clean off your name with an eraser and then when you come back and behave yourself, they write it back. The moment you believe, it is settled. But I like to say there are medals that you get for the work that you do here on earth. So if all you're doing it because you want applause from men, then don't expect any medals when you get there. So instead of being worried or being jealous that someone else is growing, he's doing well. He just became a believer 1 year ago and they've ordained him a pastor. Instead of worrying about that, worry about your own journey. Now the third lesson Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. Stop comparing yourself with others. The father said something. He said, everything I have is yours. Imagine, so why are you bothered? You don't have the same destiny. So why do you expect that the moment somebody else makes it, then if God has not done it for you, then there's a problem? The moment you begin to look at your own journey as yours, it will be easier to live a joyful life. It will be easier to rejoice with other people when good things happen to them. Because you know that the fact that someone got the role you wanted, the fact that someone got the kind of job that you want, the fact that someone can buy the kind of car that you want, it does not mean that that particular type of car has finished in the market. Time and season happened to them all. When it's time, it will happen. Why are we celebrating the prodigal son? But me, I've been working since nobody's celebrating me. Time and season happened to them all. I'm going to leave us with this for now. Let's just take it in and check ourselves. In these 3 lessons that I've mentioned, where have I defaulted? Let's retrace our steps and do better. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure that you watched the previous videos. If you haven't, please go back and watch them. I'll be so grateful. And don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next episode of Nevi'a the Storyteller. Bye!